The fountain of my soul. May 14, 2016. My mind was sweeping through reality after reality, as if I was searching for something or someone. It is as if I was running a holographic reality within my own mind. I knew that I was creating this experience because I could hear the Arcturians reminding me that I am the creator of my life. Therefore, I am remembering realities that I am, have, and will create. First, I am a Pleiadian, but in a blink, as there does not appear to be time or sequence in this process, I see realities in which I am an Earth human, an Ontarian, a Syrian, a Talsessian, a Lemurian, and/or an Atlantean. All these versions of what appears to be the many aspects of my multidimensional and multigalactic self who is working in unity consciousness with the One to assist Gaia. As I realize that all these beings are versions of myself, I understand what I am searching for. In the reality that I thought I was in, the fall of Atlantis had not happened, nor had many of the timelines that were once in my third-dimensional memory. Within this realization, I have seen to switch into a reality that I'd never heard of, called Ascending Earth. However, as soon as that reality comes into my consciousness, I am there within the timeline just before direct contact with the Pleiadians. It appears that the Pleiadians have been chosen as the first landing party because they look much like the Earth humans. Suddenly, I shift into a completely different timeline, and begin to randomly move through realities within a timeless now that I have known existed. What could be the point of this experience, I ponder. Instantly I hear, "Be careful." I think, what am I to be careful about? Instantly, as if in response to my thought, I watch as the many worlds began to course through my mind faster and faster until they all blend into one. I guess I would have to say that these realities seem to blend into one huge fountain. These realities are not within a fountain of water. In fact, they seem to be within a fountain of light. It appears that all these realities are rising up from the core of the fountain and making their way to the top of the fountain's light spray. This movement occurs so fast that the realities seem to form interconnected circles, which move faster and faster. Unexpectedly, in a flash, all these realities are within my core, but why? I do not receive an answer to my question because I am quickly being filled with light. This light seems to be similar to the light of the fountain. I feel a sudden, inner eruption as the many lives within the light join into one force of light energy. This eruption of light is more than I can contain, and they rush up my core like an erupting volcano. The light, along with all the lives within it, flows up through my crown like a huge fountain. The light spray rush out in all directions, and I can see higher and higher frequencies of light revealing brilliant images of many possible, parallel, and alternate realities. These realities are on different timelines and places. As I continue to observe, they begin to take on the semblances of form. Then, suddenly, everything stops. The images freeze in place, and all the worlds stop their rotation. All the images are completely still, except for the image of myself. However, this image is without form. I am a swirling energy field filled with myriad images. I move from image to image observing. Wars stop with bombs in midair, and parades stop with marchers holding one foot in the air. Then, I have the urge to look up. When I do so, I saw a fleet of starships high above me. Everyone and everything is frozen in place. What happened? I ask inside and receive the answer, "You have left time." To my surprise, I totally understand that concept. The world is still because there is no time to move the inhabitants from place to place. I peek into each of the many realities and realize that they are moving, but they are moving so slowly that I had to observe them for a long time before even one step is taken. I look down to see my still body being surrounded by the myriad bubbles of reality that floated through the streams of light flowing within the fountain of light. I, now, perceive that fountain of light within my core. Yes, I suddenly realize. The fountain of light is not flowing through me. The fountain of light is flowing from me. I decide to enter one of the many realities within my inner flow of light, and find myself inside a six-dimensional creature that prefers to live within the light network of the mothership. This creature, which I have to admit is one of the many versions of myself, has much to do with keeping mothership alive. Suddenly, I realize that I am among the many sixth-dimensional light beings who are always moving through and enlightening the life force of the mothership. This sixth-dimensional life and light force are the epitome of collective consciousness. For a flash of the now, I experience this unity consciousness of being a sixth-dimensional being. As I do so, I suddenly awake from what may just be a dream. Or, maybe I am most awake when I am asleep. Am I asleep? Is this experience just a dream? I ask an invisible guide that I suddenly feel beside. No, inside me. Listen to the quiet as it floats throughout your mind, I hear my guide say. I ponder. How does one listen to the quiet? Quiet your mind, responds my guide, who now appears as a flowing form with streaks of light. Quiet my mind? I wonder if that is possible. I have always thought of my mind quieting me. I have never thought that I had any power over my mind. In fact, I often wondered if I were just something that my mind has created. Yes, it did begin in that manner. I hear someone inside me say, I am your mind. I am not someone. I am you, and you are me. Yes, this all feels normal if I allow the fountain of light to guide my thoughts. However, I know that if I were to consult my human self, the me would be completely confused. Therefore, I decide not to consult my human. In fact, I have been feeling less and less human lately. However, I have no idea what I might be if I am not human. Instantly, my thoughts begin to race in a very third-dimensional manner. I wonder if I should just stop thinking. If I am in mind, then I can tell myself to stop thinking. Therefore, I say, or said, or will say, stop thinking. Suddenly, I realize that I cannot perceive any markers of time because everything is occurring within the now. Wait a minute, I said, say, or will say, only to hear, listen to the quiet. When you listen to the quiet, you can hear it everywhere. Listen to the quiet, but only if you dare. Everywhere, within the one, of the now that is around you, you know somehow inside your core, that what you hear is true. The quiet is a force, the core of life and love. It is a part of deep inside, and comes from high above. If you listen to the quiet, you will find there's much to say. If you hear the quiet deep inside, it will take your stress away. When the stress is gone, you'll hear the you, but only if you try. That one is there each time you laugh, and holds you when you cry. If you listen to the quiet, you'll find it is within you. The quiet is the still small voice that tells you what you can do. It will tell you how to listen and to understand the reason. All life must have a certain flow, and each moment has a season. The reason of your longing for the self you feel you've lost has left your life forever, for that boundary you have crossed. This boundary is inside you, between the time and now. Let go of time, and follow us, so we can show you how. How to flow into your heart and listen to your mind, and you will know the mysteries that you've worked so hard to find. Release the work, calm your mind, and stay inside your heart, and you will find just what you need and know just where to start. Then, as the captain of your life, you'll know just who you are, and how you came to Gaia, to help her be a star. As the light above shines on my face, I know at last my goal, and through my tears of joy, I see the fountain of my soul. Transmitted by Suzanne Lee. SuzanneLeePhD.blogspot.com